Hey YouTuber, so in this video we're going to look at the top 5 things you could invest in 2022. Now, this probably is, the actual top 5. I just did a little brainstorming and these are the best things I could come up with. So let's talk about it. You know, what's probably a very safe investment out of all these is investing in land. We're going to run out of space. All the crap going on in the country, hyperinflation, um, the stuff at the border, the this, the that. It's crazy, right? As long as the government doesn't take away your land, that seems like a pretty solid place to put your money. Maybe safer than in the bank. Now, does that mean they can't tax the hell out of you? No, it does not. But at least there is the potential as we get a growing population, which obviously every year it is growing, but as we grow and land becomes a little harder to come by, at least big chunks of it, this may be, a very wise investment, especially if you can do it now at a younger age. 20, 30 years from now, who knows what it's going to be worth, right? What are the issues with this? Well, property taxes every year, right? Trying to take care of it. Maybe you just buy a piece of land and let it, grow, let things grow out of control. Maybe it won't matter where it is. Certain pieces of property, though, they may have a homeowners. You may be forced to build a house right away. There may be other things that happen in that area that may turn your land investment into a negative. But overall, this is honestly one of my favorites. Now, of course, if you know what you're doing, this was a pretty good article here, folks. Um, if you know what you're doing and you can turn it into a residential, multifamily, commercial, industrial, any one of these things and make money out of it, that makes that piece of property even better. Especially if later on you buy some land and it just so happens that a town or something sprouts up or town expands right next to it. Be wise with where you pick, right? Let's look at the next thing. Gold. You know, this one was kind of interesting that it's expected to fall in 2022. I don't know how accurate this is exactly, but I would have thought this would have been a safe place to put it. That with inflation, that this would at least keep up with it, right? But this is not looking as solid a choice. This may be, if I was to pick 5 things, this may be the worst one to invest in. So we won't talk too much about this and other precious metals. Graphics cards. Surprisingly, you would think, what is this guy talking about graphics cards? Well, if you know anything about graphics cards, you know that they have shot up in value. Yours truly has dumped quite a few of them on eBay to buy better graphics cards. Now, had I have just dumped them on eBay and cashed out and put that money somewhere, that would have been, an even better place for it, right? But I put it into overpriced graphics cards. Now we'll get to, why I did that in a moment, but it's not actually, to be honest with you, a bad place for it. If you have noticed, let's just talk about some prices on some graphics cards. RTX 3060, that was supposed to come out for like $300. Eventually, they came out, they resaled for as low as $700, and now they are at least 800. The 3060 Ti 900 range, for a while you could get for 800. So those went up pretty quick in price. We got the holidays coming. If you were to buy one now, you might be able to sell it for a lot more the week before Christmas. Something like a 3090. I've been tracking those low 2000s originally, and then 2500, 2599, 2799, and pretty much 3000. All right, who knows what they're going to go to next year. You will see that there is a shortage of, silicone, right? And what do they need to make these graphics cards? That's one of the keys. So If you can buy one of these cards now, they're going to go up in value for sure through Christmas. After that, who knows? Um, Maybe all through next year. It may take a while till it goes down. Now, what would affect this if the whole crypto market just crashed overnight, right? And people were not able to make any money. So you might see this thing going by the upper right of the screen. This computer that I'm on is actually mining for crypto right now, right? Doing its thing, making money. So, what's the other benefit of investing graphics card? Well, let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about crypto. All right. So, this is one place where you could actually become quite wealthy if you invested in the right time and the right place. And we're not going to look at that, but we're going to look at this chart. Cryptocurrency. I don't know how accurate this is, but this shows a return on investment of quite a few cryptos. Now, some of these I've invested in. Some of them I'm actually kind of regretting investing in them. You probably see somewhere on this list, you'll see Sheeb. If you got in the right time for that, that made some people really wealthy. Dogecoin, you got in the right time on that, that made some people wealthy. A lot of these I've never heard of. I know we've invested in Solana, XYO, Chiliz, and IOTX. So if you were in at the right time, boom, you made money. Now, are any of these sound investments to go through 2022? I don't know. I can't advise you, even though I do this stuff regularly. Do a little, day trading, night trading, I guess, after work on crypto. But these are the things, you might want to consider. Now, let's combine two things together and understand why investing in a GPU might not be such a bad idea. Well, guess what? We go back to the investment in the GPU. What's going on here right now is mining. And this isn't even my best computer, but this is what this thing's making in a day, just, of course, minus electric. So this is the minimum 280. Sometimes it's making 350, sometimes it's making $4. Over here is my unpaid balance. This is paid out every 4 hours. So this will get closer to about $6. And that's about what the few computers that I have are mining. So I have 3080s, 3090s. We have another account that's got a crap ton more computers on it that also mines and makes even more money than what this thing does. But overall, one of the reasons people do buy these graphics cards, the thing can pay for itself. Now, of course, this 3070 Ti was about $1,000. You figure if this was making $3 a day, which normally does, 333 days later or so, it would pay for itself minus electric, right? And that card is still under warranty for at least 2 or 3 more years. And the next year, it's nothing but profit, right? So if you already have graphics cards, then, why not go ahead and put them to work? So combine doing this. This is like printing your own money if you already have the graphics card. Combining that with investing in some of these. All right, diversifying. You never know. You might put $10 down on one of these, and a year later, it has blown up, right? Now, what does this mean? If it says it's like 100%, 200%, 300%, 3,000, this is like 36 times your investment, basically. Somewhere in there, right? So that's pretty darn good. I'd love to, $10 turning $360 is not that big a deal. However, $1,000 turning into $36,000 is pretty awesome, or 10,000 turning into 360 is pretty awesome. But there you go, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope you got something out of it. And so out of this, really, what is my top investment, I'm honestly going to say it's graphics cards. Not just doing crypto, but graphics cards. If you spend $3,000 on a graphics card and it makes $10 a day or close to $10 a day, pays for itself in 300 days. However, you could also just go ahead and put that money in crypto, and maybe that $3,000 that it generates turns into something even bigger. Or, it doesn't. Maybe crypto collapses. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.